Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So today is the day, US election, right? Obviously I'm not in the US, so I'm not voting at all, but I wanted to highlight that just again for anybody who hasn't figured it out. Yes, elections are happening and we probably have to expect a lot of volatility. Now, don't assume we'll get the results today or something. That's typically not happening, even though they will just obviously update the latest results all the time. But the final results, it will take some time for them to come in. Nevertheless, there is likely going to be a lot of volatility this week. I warned about that yesterday. I think it should be clear. On Sunday in our member live stream, we talked about the elections. We covered it there as well. So yeah, there is a lot of volatility that's potentially coming in. Assumption is, from a chart point of view, nothing has changed so far. Nothing has affected the chart so far. We have still our wave count here unchanged on the daily time frame. The main support levels are on the chart. The potential is, or let's say the main thesis at the moment is that a wave 4 bottomed here on the 5th of August. And if a wave 4 bottomed on the 5th of August, then the 5th wave to the upside is unfolding into the direction 90 to 100k possibly. And within that 5th wave, we're tracking first of all a white count and a blue count. They are both just different variations of the same. In the blue scenario, we already completed all 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a bit of an ugly 5-wave move because we have a lot of overlap in there and the proportions aren't right, but it is a valid wave count. And in this scenario, we are watching for a wave 2 to unfold, probably as an A, B, C structure into the support region between 53,768 and 60,258. Well, that leaves us with a key support area which shouldn't be broken to maintain the bullish scenario, right? And the key level here is 53,768. Now, in the white scenario, which is also plausible, we completed only 3 waves up. It's just a different way of interpreting the structure. And then this is a 4th wave now, and we get one more high in wave 5. In this case, we're watching for an ABC structure only into the upper support area. That means either way, there should actually be a good reaction somewhere in that upper support area. Whether that's in the wave 2, just sort of an A wave, then we get a bounce and then go down, or we start that white wave 5 from there. That would be ideal at least. Upper support is between 59,783 and 64,728. I mentioned yesterday already that we don't really know exactly if it's the blue count or the white count. All we know is key support is at 53,768. It's still very early in the correction. The pullback has basically just started. So it takes a little bit more work to really work out what the dynamics are that are unfolding. The correction will likely shift a few times. That's just the nature of the corrections, right? We haven't even taken out the previous swing low, however. I'd like to see that as further confirmation that we've really topped. I mean, I'm already assuming it, but it takes a break below 65,350 to confirm it further. This is still the overall range. Nothing has changed structurally. The price recently reached the upside target. That was the first ideal target for white wave 3. And the assumption is we're now dealing with a pullback. So I suggest we go to the smaller time frame chart, but just to note that should the price, but we're far away from that now, should the price break below 53,768, which is the lower boundary line of the lower support area, then I have to assume a larger degree wave 4 is working out. Now that's currently not expected. It would be like an A, B, C structure or something, right? In this case with support between 43 and 49k, currently not expected until we get some further evidence. Now let's take a look at the smaller time frame chart. Before I forget, because a lot of people ask in the comments regularly about MicroStrategy. I did upload a video about MicroStrategy yesterday, like only 15 hours ago, on our stocks channel. So you might want to check that out. The link is in the description. It's called More Trading Online. I think some of you don't even know that we have this channel. Here we cover stocks, gold, silver. Recently I covered Coinbase only a couple of days ago. So just pointing that out, because they are crypto stocks, right? Occasionally I cover Marathon Holdings here as well. Not that often, however. So you might want to check that out. Okay, so what's going on here? So yesterday we talked about the blue zone, and I highlighted that what I'm tracking here, this is only the 1 hour chart. We're first tracking a wave 4, right? This is the wave 4 pullback that I just showed you on the larger time frame here, this wave 4, yeah. This is what we're tracking on the smaller time frame as an ABC structure, where we could be in the very late stages of the A wave, or it's already bottomed. The difference to yesterday, when I made the video around the same time yesterday, we hadn't reached the ideal Fibonacci target zone. When we're dealing with these microstructures, the Fibonacci levels are often more relevant than the actual micro counts. And still, I try to show you possible roadmaps. Well, what I highlighted specifically yesterday was that I would like to see the price reach that 100% extension, at least, yeah, at 66,990 before we start the B wave bounce. So the idea is A wave down, B wave up, C wave down. And that happened. And then in the last video, we also talked about this. Oh, I'm not sure if did we talk about that in the last video? I'm not sure. Anyway, we have a descending wedge here. And I think it was just an update on Discord. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, it was an update on Discord where I shared that that trend line, you know, that wedge pattern. And we talked about, okay, if we break above that upper boundary line of that wedge pattern, it could be an indication that B wave bounce has started, especially likely given that we've now reached that ideal downside target for that move. The white wave count allows for one more low, but it's starting to look increasingly as if we've started the pullback as per the yellow scenario, not the pullback, the corrective rally as per the yellow scenario. In this one, the next pullback should be a B wave bounce before we then go higher in wave C of a larger B wave. So really like this, A wave up. Then if the next pullback is forming a higher low and possibly testing that trend line from above, the next move up could be a C wave that sends us into the resistance area, which is located between 70,000 and 73,590 USD. But at this stage, I would still be mindful we could easily, you know, get one more low, even though the move down I think looks fairly complete now, either as a WXY structure or maybe even as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even though I don't like that move, that wave count so much. It would be a leading diagonal then. But it doesn't make a difference whether I'm calling that an ABC, a WXY, or a 5-wave move. A waves can be 5-wave movements or corrective patterns. What really matters is that we had some levels to watch here and the price reacted and could be in the process of starting actually that next move up now in the B wave before then a C wave down is expected. That's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.